Grand Rising, my beautiful taste bud family. I'm so glad that you're here with me today. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start off with our little opening statement. Okay, I'm gonna come up with a cool name for it. Right now, we just kind of going with the flow. Okay. All right. Today, I boldly place the power back in my hand. I am responsible for the energies that I invest in, both internally and externally. So today, I hold myself accountable to only accept the energies that are for my highest good in my space. I believe I deserve to have the courage and the strength to only focus my energy on the things that I desire to grow. Ashe. All right, I love that. We are in control of where we place our energies at, you guys. We may not be in control of how people treat us, how people see us, but we are in control of if we are going to invest in them or if we're going to allow for them to treat us the way that they are treating us. And I feel like it really does hurt when it's like from family members. Like, for me at least, I'm not sure how y'all feel about family, but family is everything to me. Family has always been very important to me, even though I never really truly got to experience like a healthy, close dynamic with my family. It's something that I always desired, something that I always worked for my entire life. And I feel like I got to a particular point where it's just like, it's just not working. It's not working. Like, me investing in it is just producing me more pain. It's like y'all aren't really willing to accept me as my authentic self. So I'm faced with the choice of being what you want me to be, you know, to make you happy, which you really aren't still happy because you're not happy with yourself, or literally just saying, fuck it, being myself and still loving you just from a distance. You're just not going to be able to be a part of my life. And I feel like that's kind of the hardest part, you know, like, especially when you love and you just want something, you know, but you're not in control. You're just not in control of other people, okay? And it's just like, you don't want to accept abuse. It's like you've been loving yourself so much. You've been investing in yourself so much. It's just like, it's really difficult for you to accept abuse. It's hard for you to accept people treating you less than what you feel like you deserve to be treated as when you treat yourself a particular type of way. So I know this for myself. Like, I'm not sure how things will be in the future, but I know for this stage in my life, I don't technically have a family. You know, I know that's going to make certain people upset, but, you know, when it comes to how I feel like I deserve to be treated with love, I just never felt it. Okay? Like, my sister's probably been the only one who's been authentically here for me. And my nieces, you know, those are really the only reason why I stay. But other than that, like, it just wasn't a healthy dynamic for me. And because I didn't have that healthy dynamic, it affected the choices that I made with certain friends and partners and just etc. in life, you know. So it's just like, me continuing to invest in an abusive situation like that causes for me to continue to invest in abusive relationships in other areas in my life too, and I just am sick of it. You feel me? So it's just like, just because someone is your blood does not mean you have to tolerate abuse. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what anybody say. Like, cause I know how it is, especially for us as Black people. We call people weak for not being able to tolerate abuse. You feel me? But I don't care. I feel like there's strength in knowing that you are a goddess. There's strength in knowing that you're royalty. There's strength in knowing that, no, bitch, you can't treat me that way. You feel me? I don't care. I love it. All right. So now let's go ahead and go. And there's no hatred. It's just stating what it is. Like, you don't treat me the way I feel like I deserve to be treated. And that's the only reason why you're not in my life. It's the only reason why you're not in my reality space. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead to our 6 core beliefs. So if you're new here, take the time to write out 6 personal core beliefs for yourself. I know for some of you guys too, y'all are probably in that similar situation, because that's why I keep getting pulled there, you know, and it's really hurtful. It hurts. It hurts because it's like, that's something with your family, you know. I feel like that's one of the hardest things to break away from, you know, as far as an unhealthy dynamic goes. It's one of the hardest things, but in reality, that could be the one thing that's blocking everything from falling into place in your life. And who knows, once everything falls into place, you can go back, you know. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not explaining it to anybody. I just had to leave because it was like where I got to the state where I wanted to actually just kill myself. You feel me? And I'm just like, before I kill myself, I'm gonna live my best life. All right. So these core beliefs. Take the time to write out 6 personal core beliefs for yourself. I wrote mine based off my past old unhealthy habits that I no longer have the desire to feed into. You can do that, or you can look at your future self, the goals that you wish to achieve, and ask yourself, what type of beliefs would that person embody, and you can make 6 core beliefs based off of that. I share mine with you every single day to hopefully hold you accountable to do the same, to invest 1 minute in yourself, to say it and feel it. If this was the only thing that you did for the rest of the year, you will find yourself in a much better position, you guys. You have to take deliberate actions. These are energies. Words are energy. When people are speaking to you, you feel something. If you're open to it, okay? So you being able to say this every day is like you storing up potential energy for yourself. Eventually, you are going to have the desire to activate these as your truth, okay? So, boom. Number 1, the me that I see is all that I desire to be. Ashe. Number 2, I don't have to worry about others achieving their goals. It is not my responsibility. Ashe. Number 3, it's okay for me to say that I don't have the energy to be here for others. Ashe. Number 4, I am more than enough in all of my stages. Ashe. Number 5, I am certified through spirit to live a limitless life. Ashe. And number 6, I'm loving everything I do. I feel it. I embrace it. I am it. Ashe. I feel like a lot of us can undermine our own pain, undermine our own story, because we are afraid to make other people feel bad. At least that's how I feel. When it's just like, in reality, they're feeling bad because of the truth. It's not like you're painting it in any particular type of way. You're just like, yeah, this person abused me, you know? And it's just like, I'm afraid to admit or say that this person abused me because I don't want them to feel bad for abusing me, but they should feel bad. You feel me? That's how they're going to change and grow, if they want to change and grow. But if you continue to invest in people who abuse you, you're saying, yes, it's okay for you to abuse me. It's okay for you to treat me this way. And it's not okay. And you're going to be the only one who is able to shift that dynamic when it comes to any relationship where people are treating you a particular type of way. You shift it by not accepting it. That's it, okay? All right, so let's see what positive affirmation card they have for you. Thank you so very much, Spirit. I truly, truly appreciate you for allowing for me to be a clear channel, a clear big enough light. Thank you so much for only allowing for high vibrating energies and entities in this space. Those are their highest intentions in mind. I truly, truly appreciate you. All right, so what positive affirmation card you like to start the collective off with today? So let me see. And for me, I wanna talk more about childhood trauma, healing that stuff, but I need to create a safe space in order to do so, because I feel like that's opening a lot. And I know not everybody wishes me well, especially when it comes to things being public. So I'm going to look for a private space. And for those who want to be a part of that private space, who actually care about intentionally healing and growing, then I will let y'all know about that as well. We're going to handle that stuff together. All right. All right, so I have the perfect living space. So it says, I see myself living in a wonderful place. It fulfills all of my needs and desires. It's in a beautiful location and at a price that I can afford. Okay, so this is like you feeling like you are wanting to find a place that actually aligns with your heart. Okay, so I see myself living in a wonderful place. Some of you guys, this is just mentally, the way that you see yourself. It's just like, I want to actually believe that I can have great things around me, that I can feel fulfilled from the things that I see around me, the things that are in my environment, that my needs and my desires can be fulfilled, okay, that I can be in a location that also is appealing to my own eyes, okay. I feel like when you don't have a living space or a place that you feel like you're safe in, it makes it very difficult for you to honestly be yourself and to form certain relationships, healthy relationships with people, healthy relationships with yourself, even building healthy businesses and stuff, okay? Because it's like everything that's being produced from you is not from a safe place. It's from a place of fear. It's from a place of defensiveness, etc., etc. So you're going to see that in your external too. Okay, so let's see what I am affirmation card they have for you. All right, so we have I am whole. So it says I am perfectly created. I am wonderfully unique individual. Every lesson that I have learned, every risk that I have taken, and every achievement that I have made contributed to who I am. Because of that, I am whole. Okay, so this is like, it's because I take a risk that I have found out the things that I found out within myself. I am more than capable of overcoming obstacles. I am more than capable of putting myself out there, because with every opportunity or every risk that I take, I find out more about myself. Okay, if anything, like it helps reinforce certain beliefs that I have, you know, etc. and etc. Okay, so let's see what energy you should focus on to help you positively move forward today. The whole part is you just feeling complete. Like I'm seeing the world card when it comes to this, you guys, especially with the living space. It's just, you know, how can I feel like I'm in a complete world? What do I need to feel like I am complete? You know, like what do I need to feel like I am okay with the reality or the things that I'm building? It's not like, yes, everything around me is perfect, but it's like okay, I'm finally happy with everything that I'm growing around me. Everything that I'm growing around me is growing what I want. Okay, the seeds that are around me are seeds that I'm actually happy with. These are seeds that when they actually sprout, I'm going to feel even more complete. You feel me? All right, thank you so very much, Spirit. What energy should the collective focus on today? All right, so we have the Two of Swords here, you guys. The Two of Swords just talks about being at a crossroad, having to make a decision or to speak up for yourself or to say something or do something that you don't necessarily want to do. This usually talks about your subconscious beliefs, things that affect your choices. Okay, you see that water behind this person, that's their emotions that they are closed off to. They don't necessarily want to look at them. They know that those emotions are there. They know that these emotions affect them. It's just that it's difficult for them to open up to these emotions because they feel like when they open up to these emotions, they feel crazy. Okay, and so it's just like they don't want to open up to these emotions because they're afraid that they might have to admit that they're crazy. You know, in a way, there ain't nothing wrong with that. But with this Nine of Cups being here, I do feel like this is telling you that you have to make that choice, okay? The Ace of Swords is you seeing yourself clearly, you seeing things clearly, and you cutting things out that does not resonate with your own internal truth, okay? Whenever you have more than one sword, things get really dangerous, not only for you, but for other people as well around you. This is just like you closing yourself off. So with this Nine of Cups being here, it's just like making sure that you are opening up to your gifts. Make sure you're opening up to your emotions. Make sure you are focusing on the energy that supports you, the energy that is around you, the energy that loves you. Make sure you're opening up to it, okay? You see how this person's arms closed? And this person's arms is closed with the blindfolds on. With this new moon, it's like you do have this new opportunity to have, you know, people's cheering you on, all of your wishes coming true, you feeling great about yourself, but you have to actually be able and willing to open up to this new version of you, okay? You have to be willing to actually take actions towards it. This Eight of Swords is like you have to be willing to look at the lies. You have to be willing to look at the thoughts that hurt you. You have to be willing to look at the situations that hurt you. Okay, and you have to not stay in that state. You have to allow for those emotions to come up so that you can see what your truth is. Okay, your truth, not what everybody else thinks your truth is based off of the particular emotions that you feel. When it comes to your own emotions, you feel that shit. Okay, you look deeper into it and you come down to what your own conclusion is, and you hold on to that conclusion at the end of the day. I don't feel like I deserve to be treated that way. Just because this person's able to be treated that way and they're okay with that, it don't mean shit. Okay? They're not me and I'm not them. This is what this is saying. All right? So make sure you are taking actions, making sure you're not thinking too much to the point where you are belittling your own emotions and staying stuck in a position that you do not like. Okay? All right. So with that being said, you guys, I love y'all so very much. Remember, we're always lit. We're always growing. You have a wonderful day on purpose. Protect your peace and do not let these hoes get you outside yourself. Okay? Toodles.